both.
Yeah, just the purge thrown out on Dahak. He goes back to block. Era is there though to steal some
This will be a
strength.
tough bottom lane. Undying against Wraith King is always tough for
It's
the
horrible for Wraith King, right?
mid lane. I think is the key. If Sniper gets out of hand, I think that this game is a runaway in favor of Gambit. But this
Think
matchup
so?
can go both ways.
Yeah. At the same time, if he gets killed a couple of times, like that
Yeah.
sniper.
It's just that the Sniper. Think of Sniper in this kind of game as similar to a Quap in whatever a Quap game would be. Because if he snowballs, he will 100% dominate the game. If he dies that second or third time too early on,
the
feels
odds,
like he just feeds for the rest of it.
The odds kind of agree with what we're saying, sort of. They actually favor Gambit a bit, but we'll see.
Surprise, nice pull from a Merchant here.
He's doing this, but like you're one-on-one on this offlane. Like you don't want to be like I've been in this scenario. If you're doing this as a position 4, like you're still losing that safe lane of yours. That's 3-on-2, right? And instead of pulling, you should be there helping your teammates out. But instead, they basically say, all right, that lane is still too hard for us. Let's just get what we can on this top lane and make Afterlife's life a living hell.
I'm okay with it under the circumstances because bottom lane is just being constantly pressured, and realistically, you can't do anything to make bottom lane bearable. You got an Undying that would just as easily zone Wraith King and Willow as just the single hero. Hanskin on the side, though, could be in a bit of trouble getting body blocked here. No Q available. Will he be able to land a stun on Dahak? Yes, he will. I think this could be it. He's got a Fairy Fire. He's got a stick.
Yeah,
He'll be able to
the
purge
Undying
himself.
nearby
Yeah.
too, so they just give up.
And look at that as well. Frost actually moving over to block the hard camp with his body as the Undying plants himself in the easy camp. If you're going to try lane aggro, this is what you got to do.
Sometimes you can push in, right, and pull, but at the same time, these heroes, they aren't looking at pushing and pulling, they're looking at killing people, and that's exactly what they do here. FNG falls.
The hell of a long announcement about it, too. He was real excited for a zombie. Lane's certainly going in favor of TFT thus far. I think that they have the easier time transitioning to the mid game as well. You just pop a DPL, drop the tomb, and really Gambit has no method of taking those engagements. They need to get a financial advantage and then just snowball through some engagements after a doom goes out. Wraith King initiation.
How's mid doing? 13-3, kind of even actually. That Prophet isn't suffering way too hard right now. It gets a bit harder once he gets a couple of raid bans. He has 2 right now, perhaps 1 more, and he should pull ahead, at least a little bit. Oh, gets that range creep denied.
I'm going to go a little bit here on Immersion. Zippy will hit him with the Q, but he's going to catch a, whatever it's called, the Infernal Blade to the face.
Yeah.
Just some trades up top, to be expected.
Yeah, I've seen like... Alright, Undying gets stunned a bit. He has 2 mangoes and sticks to work with. They have to be actually careful as he can turn this. Undying, one of my favorite supports to play like this, to bait people on you. And then you suddenly get a double decay stacks, get those sticks off, and you turn the fight.
And it never feels good when you're countered by the enemy core and he's sitting in your lane crushing you. But there's just not much you can do. That Undying pick is just so good. It removes FNG's ability to dictate anything in this laning phase. And you can see, Era, yeah, sure, you got my ward blocking this camp. I'm just going to stand in it now. And in 4 minutes, all they've had is this easy camp spawn, finally, for this Radiant bottom lane.
I just want to emphasize how good it was to start as a tri lane on the side of TFT. They completely crushed that lane.
Yeah.
And then they rotate top, and they still have a decent lane here. It's not like they're going to lose this one either. But that slight advantage that they gave to PL and Undying on the offlane should make it possible for them to just do what... Oh, alright. They do lose Era there. I eat my words, he went a bit too
the
far.
caster curse. Thanks,
Caster's
buddy.
curse right there.
TFT fans won't be happy with you.
He was trying to be a little bit too aggressive, I suppose.
He got his strength stacks faded off, like 2 of them did, and all of a sudden he lost like 300 health. Or 200 health, rather. And lead swapping back and forth, but you gotta be feeling good for TFT fans just because of the PL factor. Sure, there's a sniper, you can deal with these illusions, but it's never easy.
With those boots, he should be fine to get a bounty as well.
3 going to the side of TFT, though. They get both bottom.
Sniper keeping up with the Death Prophet, not really pulling away at all. Like, Death Prophet is actually doing really well. I expected her to suffer a bit on that mid lane. That's how that matchup used to work, at least, but doesn't seem that way, at least not right now. He did get relegated to the jungle, however. 3 raid bans.
Let's see here.
There's an Invis rune on that Dark Willow mid, and there's also Jakiro nearby. We might actually see a kill on Jesse here very soon. They're gonna make an attempt, at least, I believe. He is playing very carefully. Like you can see, he's not approaching the creep wave.
He knows heroes are missing, and Sniper's one of the best heroes at finding kills because it's just so difficult to TP into the tower as shrapnels are already placed. You can easily lose a mid player plus a couple supports if you're slow in the reaction. Like the warding they've placed around this mid wave as well. Just keep the Sniper's eyes open and play around him if you can. That's the strongest hero on map for Gambit at the moment. Ultimate is prepared, 3 shrapnels available. PL still free farming bottom. They're doing a good job of keeping lane control as well. Chessie's actually going to TP to base, get full mana. Probably look to make a rotation here with his ultimate active. Top lane, action, but doesn't look like anything will come of this as Houndskin just absorbs all of that magic damage. Nothing doing there. Zibe trying to battle here. Gonna get another.
Sporting in. He's back in.
There's nothing they can really do. Zibe was close to level 5. He'll hit it now, but not able to really get anything done off of it.
Oh, oh!
Ooh.
That was very close. Immersion might be baited in, however, now. With the brambles, should be fine. A little bit back and forth here, not really. These heroes are way too tanky. You have the Panda on one side and then the Doom on the other. Very hard kills without the necessary burst damage, obviously.
I think it's a bit weird, though, for TFT to rotate out because now you're in a 2-on-1 situation. And yeah, sure, PL is still going to be able to outlane the Wraith King, but because they no longer have the ability to block those camps, it's just going to be pull spams.
The PL is still fine. Look at the net worth difference. 1,400, 7 minutes in against Dahak's position 1 Wraith King. Must be feeling really good right now. And he's still farming. They are pulling, but it's not really messing up his farm way too much.
My concern is really this 10th pick DP, man. I'm not sure if this was the choice here.
You have like a sick combination of ultimates. You have this Panda and the DP. Like once these heroes run at you, like it's very hard for Gambit to defend against.
The key word, though, is combination of ultimates.
That's
Gambit,
true.
You're just going to keep running around with the Sniper behind you, dealing plenty of damage. You're going to try and go for this Brew before he hits 6, but just really not enough damage with a Doom Willow combination. Era coming in as well to provide some support. Immersion in some trouble, but he does have that Shadow Realm ability up and running.
This top lane is just way too hard for anyone to get kills on. I think it's going to be a little bit different once this Panda is given level 6. I think they're leeching him a little bit too much right there. Oh, look at the little Skelly bros. Don't they look a bit better than they used to? They changed something about the Skellies?
Oh,
maybe.
I just don't know what you're talking about as far as looking better. They still look the same.
Maybe it's just a better PC than mine. Not playing on low.
You know,
low quality.
Stealth changing Wraith King skeletons versus PC improvement. I'm going to have to go with the latter here, Lizard.
Yeah, I think that's true. I don't know. Drow got changed recently, so it's possible. They should give him a set that gives him better skellies.
Yeah. And real quick, I really wish they had pulled PL to this top lane earlier. Feels like his net worth has certainly slowed down just because he's now playing a bit safer than he wants to because he's completely alone on the off lane. Sniper moving into the first place position on net worth. Runes bounties spawning in just 20 seconds.
All the ults are going to be up as well. You're going to have the Panda split. You're going to have the Doom. We might see a big clash surrounding these bounty runes. Let's see. It looks like they're going to settle. See?
I'll never settle.
There we go. Sib is going in.
Yeah, they're going to get the Bruce split off immediately, chasing down the Doom. But here's Sniper. Shrapnel's going down right on top of the rune. You're going to have to be careful sticking around if you're TFT. You got about 10 seconds before this fight starts going wrong. Immersion, though, he's caught off guard. He's going to immediately die. They're still fighting in the flaming rain, but just not enough. Only 3 heroes.
I was thinking that maybe they're going to be able to catch Sniper with the Cyclone. Sadly for them, they didn't. But they do get 2 good kills. They waste the Dead Prophet ult and the Panda split, however. And because of that, they're basically defenseless right now. You can do whatever you want on the map as Gambit. Frost farming towards that Diffusal Blade, and we saw the Wraith King just rushing down that Radiance instantly. As you can see, he has sticks, boots, instantly into the Radiance. It does make a lot of sense versus the PL. It is the best item to go for.
1,000 gold lead. And you see the Shrapnel along with the Catapult just helping to secure this tower push. And oh my god, Era just exploded.
Disappears.
Chessie pops the ultimate, but he gets it off because he was going to get doomed otherwise. But I don't think he's going to be able to do more than just zone here. And as soon as he's out of range of those drains, Gambit just go right back in. And look at the Sniper versus DP. It just...
FNG. Oh, he dies.
That was a long TP, wasn't it?
Where was he porting? Yeah, like...
He wasn't important home, that's for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, sorry, instantly comes out in the chat. He messed that up a little bit.
Concern I have is that you can see right there the name of this game. TFT have the ability to push through these fights. You go in with PL, the DP ult, the Brew ult, and you chase. But once you leave the radius of the drains and the Tombstone, the Illusion spam, Gambit can just turn around, and Sniper will just crush you. Oh,
that was good.
Really nice Fear coming out. I don't know if they're going to be able to kill anybody. They're going to keep casting Shrapnels. None more left. Should maybe be enough to kill Hanska, but no, not enough. And Frost, he's got that maxed out charge. He's going to continue to pursue a little bit, but Alpha Ninja just going to keep beating him back. Haste Rune top, they're going to pick that up.
Yeah, they get the tier 1 as well. And you're playing versus Brew, you're playing versus Death Prophet, and you're the ones that are pressuring and taking down towers. Plus, your Wraith King is basically not a hero right now. He's rushing Radiant. So, effectively, they're playing as 4 versus these huge ultimates, and they're still taking objectives. They're still the ones that are setting this tempo. I think what was very important there is how they forced the Dead Prophet to use that ulti on the mid lane. Very defensively, ineffectively, and off of that, they are doing everything else now.
I think this is one of the issues I have with the way TFT, strategize is that it feels like they never have a sacked core, ever. This is a perfect example of they're winning a lane hard. This PL's free farming, but instead of playing around him from that 6 to 12 minute mark where he has treads and double Wraith Band, they're all playing top around their weakest core.
Yeah,
and
they're trying to help him.
Yeah, and so now all of a sudden, yes, PL, he's still farmed, but Wraith King is in spitting distance. He's 900 gold back. That should not be the case when you consider just how crushed he got in the laning phase, but they just left this Frost guy on an island, and it's cool, but...
He's going to come back from that island very soon. Once he finishes the Diffusal Blade, he's going to be able to join in these fights. But, yeah, I agree with you.
It's a common issue, too, where there's never a core on TFT that is allowed to suffer. And
I usually like to leave the position ones to suffer, especially the ones that can scale very well. Not the ones that are tempo controllers, obviously, such as Lycans or Jugs. But if you have someone like a PL who can come back, just force everything into Xeeb's Panda so that he gets his farm as soon as possible, so that you have that tempo controller up and ready as soon as the laning stage is over. That PL, the laning stage is kind of ended, and he's still on that bottom lane. He's just chilling.
It'd be one thing if he was pressuring towers, hitting at tier 2 at 10 minutes, but really just not getting much done on the map. A very passive game from what we've seen so far today. 4-2, but it's changed up. Tomb goes down. Huge Fear as well onto both of the non-spell immune Brewlings. The chase continues, however. DP ult popped as well. Old Life is going to go down. Immersion soon to follow. That's 2 for none. They might look to continue pursuing.
FNG. He ports in.
It's the Ice Bat. Thought there's a Shrapnel. You got to be careful. Look at Chessie's. Look at the amount of damage he's taking. He's got no Yules for just a second, but the Oracle will come off in time. Zippe now back to real Panda form. FNG going to drop the ultimate, but Chessie, he should be healed up by his DP ult in about 7 seconds. Will be enough. We'll see how much. Yes, full HP thanks to the Oracle. Soon to be full HP thanks to himself. If he can live for just a couple more seconds, the heal's coming out, but no, just not enough. A couple more ticks. Maybe, but you can see the power of the sniper. Just spams shrapnels. TFT, they want to fight in congested areas and continue pursuing. But then Afo Ninja is there in the trees with 3 shrapnels and a maelstrom.
Perfect positioning by him. And also, look at this. Like, again, they... All right, Dahak, he has
They're
his
going to get him. But there's no shrapnels. Era, you're going to go down. Afo Ninja does pop out a shrapnel now. Finally gets a charge. Oracle's just dead. Zibe, if he can get the ult vision, that's going to be a dead brew as well. And Zibe, no!
He's a little bit tanky, but with the... He's gone. Triple kill going for Afo.
Regular Doc Holiday. Afo Ninja get the triple kill. No shrapnels available, but thanks to the Maelstrom, he's okay doing this little turn and fight against Frost. But no, the defusal, the dodge on the Wraith King stun. Well played by Frost. That's what we need if you're a TFT fan. The score now 6-9.
Finally, they get this big kill on the sniper. It was definitely very necessary for them. And it happens just in the moment that Frost joins these fights.
We have an Invis Doom. He's found the real one. FNG's going to cast the Ice Path. Yes, the Doom goes out onto the real target. That's going to be a dead PL most likely. But here comes Hanskin. He can't get the ult off in time. It wouldn't even have ended anything because the Doom would have persisted throughout that Oracle ult. Now Old Afterlife continuing to chase.
What a great rune to get on Doom as well. Just free initiation tool right there onto the right PL. And TFT, man, they're playing this as 5 already. Like, look at this. Just brawl after brawl after brawl. Panda's ult is up, back again, and they haven't stopped fighting since the last time he used it.
The problem is they lost their, really, the only hero that matters for the side of TFT, the one that will actually be scaling. Wraithing was bottom this entire time, just accelerating. He's going to have a Radiance and 200 gold.
That's a big issue for the
How
PL.
is this even possible when you think about how this game started? He has moved ahead of Frost on the net worth. They're going to look to go for Immersion here. He's going to get the W off just in time. Chess is going to pop ultimate, but run immediately into a root. They're going to continue pursuing, but you're chasing into a sniper, guys. The Ice Path, the huge fear from the Willow as well. They're just going to kill the Tombstone. Hanskin's going to come in, finish off that kill, pops the ultimate on himself. But guys, TFT, you aren't going to be able to do anything here. You can see Jakiro and the Afterlife Sniper.
They're using this ultimate so many times in a row now, and they can't even take down this one tier 1 on the top lane. Afo is just going to defend this again, and Chessie has to be very careful.
Oh. It's like if that Ice Path lands, you're going to be forcing out. It's just a kill, and there's still no Wraith King here.
They're just defending so well on the back of the sniper.
They're just not playing it right, though. Where's the PL in these engagements? He's still pushing bottom, but it's like you're delaying a game that inevitably Gambit seems poised to win. The Doom's going for a Midas.
If they had that diffusal PL wrapping from behind, charging straight at that sniper, then perhaps it's a different story. But here you use that Prophet's ulti very ineffectively once again. You just get shoved away from that tier 1.
Maybe look to make a play on this Doom, who's so farmed, actually. Like, you look at his net worth, and it's not scary, and then you look at him, and you just see Phase, Drums, Glove, almost Midas. You're like, wow. Spooky. There's a hero that will accelerate. Of course, he's got the Devour talent. You add a Midas to that. The Radiance Wraith King, all 3 cores on Gambit have itemized for acceleration. Not a single one on the side of TFT did. There's no Midases. We had a Diffusal Rush, a Vlad's Rush. Their win condition timing is now to 10 minutes from now. But they're going to need to execute these fights better to get that done.
I think they've already missed their timings when it comes to these first engagements. They've been completely outplayed when it comes to these first objectives. The only tier 1 that they've managed to take down is that tier 1 on the bottom lane, but that's the tower that you usually sack. That's the tower that should fall first. But the tier 1 on mid and tier 1 on top still standing, that means so much for the sniper. Like, Wraith King doesn't care. You can gank him. He has a second life. You can still get there in time to save him. But Sniper, having these tier 1s up there,
that's a really good point.
It's so hard to stop him from farming and just going ham and out of control.
It also makes it impossible for TFT to ever really reliably play around the Roche pit. Even this top shrine area is pincered by these towers, by the shrine. It's so difficult to make plays. And once again, perfect positioning from Gambit. TFT is just walking into a kill zone, and Afo Ninja in the back just spamming. Doom goes out on the DP, but he did get his ultimate off in time. Hanskin in some trouble, however, has to back away as well. There's no Oracle ult available. Ice Path coming out right on top of Frost. He's in some trouble, and this is a Radiance Wraith King just walking forwards. TFT, they've recognized that we are not the big dogs here, and the sniper headshot onto Frost from afar. That's a dead PL. again.
That's exactly what happened, and they used that Prophet ult again in a
It's
sort of an offensive way, but it just doesn't matter.
They're not even on top of the objective, Lizard.
It's so hard for them because they realized, all right, listen, we can't go instantly into the tier 1. That sniper just wreaks havoc all over us with the shrapnel, with the long range damage, right? So they try to smoke up, they try to go around the shrine, but it's hard because you still have these two tier 1s.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, if no one is on the map, you know that they're smoking, and that sniper just dodges it so easily and turns.
Oh my god, look at the damage output. My god. This is the issue
Does he
with a
have
sniper
Mjolnir?
when you don't have the reach for him, when he's this farmed. And yes, he just finished it.
There's a Mjolnir on him. You have Dahak with Radiance and Blink. You just pop that Mjolnir on Dahak and just let him go ham.
And he's just going to blink in.
Yeah,
Deal with me.
Exactly.
All you have to do as Gambit is stop the tidal wave that is TFT. Halt their progress, make them turn around. They're going to have to go back through the Ice Pass, through the Shrapnels, tanking these spells, and they're all about really the brew split window. You go in with PL, with the DPL, with all their spells, and you fight around that tomb. The moment that they lose that positional advantage, they're done for, and the damage output of Gambit becomes vastly superior, and it really only looks to continue improving because they were the ones that itemized for these scaling items. You got an Arcane Rune on Doom. He's going to look to get it devoured, but gets purged off.
He's completely fine. Like, Midas arguably isn't the most necessary item on a Doom as you have that Devour.
He's catching an Ice Path to the face. They just charge forwards. They won't be able to take him out, but
the root did not connect there, or what happened? Or was it purged?
it connected, but I believe it was either purged or it was on illusion.
Most likely purged or an illusion, yeah. So Hans can in position anyway to save him if they did manage to catch him. But this is still problematic. You can see TFT, these 4 heroes, they have nothing absolutely to do but to smoke up and make these movements time after time together, while the side of Gambit is just farming. Look at how spread they are across the map. They don't care because they have still these objectives that are enabling them to do exactly that on their side of the map. And now, like, look at this. The whole wraparound, let's ward their jungle, let's try and take the tier 1 mid like this. This should have happened like 10 minutes ago, not 22 minutes in. It's a good plan, but only if they catch a good kill. But it's hard.
Nothing is showing though, and Gambit are positioned once again on a superior high ground where they can funnel the TFT lineup through a choke point, and they just spam spells on top of it. It's just not possible to break here. Even if you dive this Jakiro under tier 1, FNG's got buyback available, and he'll just respawn, and you'll just die.
Immersion is going to go there and just scout them out. Like, he feels safe enough to do that, I believe. I see supports do this very often, just to break smokes. You move in these trees.
And you know what's missing from this TFT lineup? A stun.
Actually, they have the Panda.
Doesn't count.
Boulder.
They have no ability to punish Immersion for that kind of play. If they see a guy out of position, there's no one able to just immediately strike. It requires setup. It's a Yules into a Silence or a Brew into a Split. It's not real. They can't just find a kill like Gambit can anytime Dahak's able to blink in and find a stun. Anytime the Doom is able to land something.
They basically counted on rolling out of control and pressuring these towers and taking one objective at a time and taking them fast, and it has failed. Gambit, they realized what they had to do, and they outplayed them perfectly well.
You made a really good point as well. It's still this tower disparity. This Radiant lineup, already with the advantage just because they're Radiant. They've taken the mid and top tower and protected their own. And look at where most of this game has been played. It's in this top half of the map. And Gambit will always have this advantage because they have more places to teleport to, position around. It's just, you got to worry about the whole radius of the map anytime you enter their side. Yeah. I was thinking maybe I should say circumference. You get what I'm saying. They can walk in enemy jungle and know there's no way they can be pincered.
Yep.
You don't have that same luxury.
They just get out. They just get out. And also the lack of stuns makes it a lot easier for them to do so. I'm just wondering, like, all right, we've been saying that Gambit has already won this pretty much so far.
Yep.
Like, if someone is listening to us, that's what we're saying. But is there a way for TFT to come back? Like, they have this PL who can scale fairly well. At the same time, he is playing versus Radiance Mjolnir, and Jakiro.
No, not again. Not this again. The tier 1 top tower has so far been the demise of TFT in this game. And they're fighting under a ward now. There's shrapnels down. It's not a thing. And the momentum is stopped immediately.
You can see the PL, he itemized with the Hood, with the Yasha. It's not even the perfect itemization for him. And Undying, what happened to you, sir? You just disappeared.
Frost is going to juke immediately, but oh, this is trouble. If they find the real one, they get the fear off onto the back lines. That's a brew split for nothing, really. Zippei's just going to turn tail on the Earth Spirit and run away. Earth Panda, rather.
Yep. However, they found the PL.
He's going to get Oracle ulted, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. You can see both Gambit and Afterlife just chasing after. They get the lift off onto the Doom, but it's already used his spell. And on the backside, the Hawk and FNG with their own little war against Chessie. He's getting beat down, got ulted as well by Afo Ninja, who is still killing PL.
Okay, the PL survives, but you lost your Death Prophet. The only upside is Death Prophet did not use her ult, so you kind of saved that spell for a better fight for TFT.
But
when is it gonna come? I know that
there's
better
a disconnect.
fight.
You see the Vlads into the Midas on the Brew, but as you were bringing up just before that fight started, the Hood on the PL. So you've got, on one hand, TFT is like trying to continuously force this tier 1, but their Panda, instead of a Blink, now is Midas. So their initiation still is just not there. Is it? I'd say it's one of those scenarios where I don't know who's correct, but I'd argue that they just had to do whatever they wanted to do together. Mid lane, Zippei, initiated on, Shrapnel, Immersion. Oh, the Oracle W there in time to immune throughout the Sniper ultimate, but that's a waste of the Tomb.
Yeah, the wasted Tomb, and also they didn't really have any big spells on the side of Gambit to pressure them with, no Doom or whatsoever, or anything, so they were just forcing their hand to see if they're going to waste a spell or two, and then they go back.
And now I think you might just want to walk into the Roche Pit pretty soon. You've got the Wraith King Skellies and the lifesteal, so you can do it without taking much damage.
They are getting that hard soon on the PL, so he's going to be the one that's able to jump in and create chaos for his team. It's so difficult this game, though. Playing versus the Jakiro, versus the Radiance Mjolnirs. Even the Shrapnel hurts his illusions so hard.
Yeah. PL is very much a hero that's about getting his illusions to an unkillable moment, but against double Mjolnir, Radiance, Shrapnel, I don't think that's ever going to be possible. And if he ever gets a big army and catches a fear from Immersion, by the time he's back in fighting shape, they'll all despawn by then. And it's really just not going to get any easier for TFT. They need to make a play, and they need to make it fast. You can imagine it'll be around the Roche Pit.
It's funny, like the game looks...
It's 11-11, right?
11-11, but 10k advantage for Gambit just because of the way they farmed and the way they positioned themselves, while TFT was just trying to push in all the time, and they were constantly repelled.
Yeah. How about the Sniper, by the way? I love this build from Alpha Ninja. He went triple Wraith into Mjolnir, Blink, BKB.
Loving it as well.
Yeah, Blink is just so good in this kind of game because he's only susceptible to PL running at him. If he can just blink back, we've seen time and time again. If he's not in that kill zone for TFT, if he's away from the Tomb and the DP, you just can't take him down anymore. Yeah, almost sniped there by the Decay.
Almost. However, I wonder what they were trying to do there even. Maybe just delay it a little bit. As you can see, like the way TFT is moving still, they're all together. This is not optimal. They're not utilizing the map. Look at this bottom half of the map. Like, it's completely empty. If you aren't gonna, if you know that you cannot contest that rush, at least have a hero down there farming. Instead, what are they smoking up again? Because that's how it looks like. They're all together. I guess they want to smoke up. Yeah. No? Yeah, then why are you all together at the same place? Like,
what's up with Chessie's item builds as well? Because right now he's got a Shiva's queued up, but he's got a Soul Booster. Is there like an item I'm missing? Does he have a completed something, or?
Doesn't make sense. Perhaps he's gonna go for Octarine, but
I get a casual Vit booster, but I don't understand the extra 2,100 gold for an extra 150 or 200 HP, especially in a game where you have such low armor against such massive physical damage that Gambit can output.
Maybe he just changed his mind midway. It's possible. However, yeah, it is very...
It feels like dead gold.
Yep.
Even an Atos here. Somebody. Give me some stuns, some catch. There's walking down lanes. Gambit, they've got the Aegis up on Sniper and absolutely no fear. Bottom lane, I think he's going to blink in right on top of this.
Yeah, he's going to get him.
That's going to be a dead Undying in 3.
No. Where are the shrapnels?
2.
One more.
1.
He sticks?
That's it.
He's
we got
still
him.
gone.
And
the crit finished now on him, so he's going to have another item. Afo, man, he's going to hit like a truck in this next fight, and you're going to use that Oracle ulti just to save the Death Prophet from the right clicks of this little Sniper.
They're just playing it so smooth. I mean, sure, Era shouldn't die there, but I love what they've done. They pushed out mid, pushed out top, make the play bottom, push that wave, smoke back towards mid. You've got good positioning. They know that the TFT side is in the jungle because they had that nice ward place that watched them enter it and scouting out deep in that mid lane. Frost does have the heart finished, but still, you guys are in no man's land. There is an Undying still in your base. They draw the circle, and you know what that means. They're going to try and find somebody within it. DP in some trouble if he catches the Doom. Hanskin certainly going to go down here.
Used. Hanskin is going to fall, but most importantly, Dead Prophet is being chased on the top lane by Afterlife, and this is one Dead Prophet.
Zibe looking at the Ice Path, the ultimate from Sniper as well. And that's going to be what looks like 3 dead heroes. Chessie survives just long enough to ensure that Dahak, instead of the Doom, gets the last hit. And I feel like this one might be wrapped up pretty soon, man. Look at the item, like look at the net worth on the DP Brew. These guys are not heroes, and it's all just due to the fact that they could never really get those mid-game objectives. Their heroes were not able to hit their power spike when they needed to.
I think they approached the towers a little bit, in not the best way. First and foremost, that Prophet ult that was used defensively behind her own tier 1. And then those Prophet ults that were used to just chase targets instead of taking down these objectives. Because even though those kills look important, taking down those tier 1s so that you can get some kills in the future and pressure the map deeper so that the sniper does not have the freest time of his life is much more necessary. What are they going to do here? Like, he's going to have an AC completed soon. Yeah, the AC is completed on the Wraith King. AC Mjolnir Radiance. Good luck killing him with anything that you've got. And the BKB on the Doom.
Did Vlad's get nerfed or removed from the game or something? Because Doom doesn't have one.
It is strange, specifically in this game. There is a Vlad's on Panda, however, so he did get one. It didn't really help him.
Still, it's such a. I've talked with a couple of casual fans about this. It's like so troublesome for them to try and watch Dota because the kills, in their words, just don't mean anything. This is a 15-11 game at 32 minutes, but feels like Gambit are in total control and have been for some time. Passivity really just rewarding their playstyle.
Yeah, you can see the net worth, however, like 20k ahead. That can give you some sort of an idea what's about to happen. As that Aegis is going to be reclaimed, but this Sniper is still with the Daedalus. By the time you get to him, he's going to knock you out.
Haste on the Wraith King. They might look to make a play here. Gambit feeling frisky. They will not have Aegis, as you said, but they can find initiation here, perhaps. Frost a little bit in no man's land. They're going to shrapnel on top of the high ground. Now it's tough now for the support to follow up on Frost. He's going to tank the stun to the face, immediately ulted, will juke out of the root and run back. Probably looks to re-equalize, but bottom lane, you have a Jakiro just in the base. You have Wraith King Skeletons beating on the tier 3, so Gambit can look to just press forwards. Blink in from Chessie. He's going to get the ult onto the Sniper. The Fear, however, well, it's going to be canceled. Afro Ninjas pops the BKB, stands still. He's going to try and TP out. Will he be able in time? No, he will not. Bottom lane, they are going to lose the tier 3. Gambit now on the retreat. They've got no Sniper. You got to worry about your base if you're TFT, but you take this. You've killed Immersion as well. Now chasing forwards onto the Hawk. He's going to try and TP as well, but no.
Cyclone.
Thrown down by Zibe. No mana. Will be going down. That is going to be once on the Wraith King. Will respawn thanks to the no reincarnation mana cost talent that he picked up at level 20, but it's not going to help him here. He's dead. Chessie with the triple kill. Big turnarounds from TFT, and it all because for the first time they were finally able to get on top of Afo Ninja and make sure that instead of being this annoying backline turret of damage, instead forced to just BKB passively and try and get out.
There's a few things that happened there. First and foremost, Jakiro wasn't even in the fight. He was split pushing, so you had no ice path, nothing to give that Sniper 1 extra second so he can blink out, BKB blink out or run away. The second thing that was very important is that TFT realized that if you just cyclone that Wraith King and forget about him, it becomes a lot easier for you to take these fights, and that's exactly what they did. The Panda used splits and just continued cycloning the Wraith King, so he wasn't really able to do anything until everyone else was already dead, and then they just focused him too. Overall, good execution by TFT in a situation that didn't look really well for them.
And Chessie does finish the Octarine pre-plate mail or Shivas. I think that's the right choice for sure. Will have more staying power on the map. Question is really, was that enough for TFT? You've got Rune spawning in 30, Roche spawning sometime the next 5 to 6 minutes. Was that enough? Will Frost be able to take this game for you? It really just comes down to, once again, can you kill the sniper?
It comes down to him, that he finds the way to approach that sniper, and at the same time that the Panda just lifts these important targets. However, I don't think that they're in the control. Still, Gambit, they have that Doom, they have the Blink BKB on him. If they get the good Doom off, if they initiate first, that time around, they had perfect vision on the sniper, which is one of the reasons why that fight went so well for TFT. They had perfect vision on him, and Wraith King just went ham somewhere behind the enemy lines, searching for that Oracle kill on his own, which he didn't even get.
It's my second least favorite thing, just behind walking up a high ground with no vision, is chasing aimlessly for enemy supports.
It's something that you have to do as a position 1, right? It's your job to clean up the supports first and then go for the big core kills. But in that situation, it didn't really work out for them. And there's a Radiance almost completed on that Panda. We kind of talked down on him about the Midas pickup, but it might be worth it in the end.
The moment you have a Midas for 20 minutes and relatively close game, you can count it as money well spent, that's for sure. They might find Avenue. Oh, that would have been sick.
That ward, if it was there just 1 second earlier, they get the vision, they Yule him.
They probably find a kill. Just pop their spells and sit on him. Roshan spawning in 50 seconds, so TFT will not be able to try and sneak it.
And these Kellys just out pushing. It's hard to smoke when your lanes are pushed in, because they're gonna know for sure. The Basher actually completed on the PL as well. He's going towards that Abyssal Blade, another item that's gonna enable him to lock down the sniper, keep him in spot. Like, there is one thing that Gambit is missing, and that's save. Like, you don't have any reliable saves versus BKBs. Like, you have the Ice Path versus the PL, the Terrorize, right? But if they get on top of the sniper with a BKB or 2, like, he's gone.
Indeed. No real defensive items on him either. Obviously the BKB, but no force. I don't know if anyone on his team actually has a force. There's no real way to reposition him if he gets in a tough spot. Shiva's finished on Doom, so they've got the full collection of anti-PL items.
Yeah, those illusions are not gonna hurt anyone any longer. Shiva's, Radiance, Mjolnir. What do they need? They need butterflies now, of course, but probably not gonna happen.
They got AC. They just need a Vlad's now, and they will be the lord of the team fights. And this is the thing about Doom, though. He went that 150 GPM talent on Devour, and oh my, or 150 GPM per Devour rather. So it's actually more than that if you're spamming it. And he'll be ahead of the PL in 10 to 15 minutes. That's how much gold he's manufacturing thanks to that talent in the Midas.
Well, this is ballsy.
Just
going into the pit versus Jakiro versus Sniper. He's still doing it, however.
Don't forget about the Dark Willow either.
That Prophet just popped her ult. They're going in completely. They're
going to have vision here. This is a very easy fight for TFT or to lose. If they get stuck here, they're going to get a fear off onto the DP. He's going to get Oracle ulted out of it. However, in the meantime, FNG is getting stuck. Oh, big initiation from Afterlife. He's going to get the stomp, then the Doom on the PL. He's dead for sure. Chessie walks into a root, catches an ult to the face. The Oracle ult fades, but still, will it be enough? He's spamming so much. He's got the Octarine heal, the heals on himself. It's constant W spam with the Fate's Edict as well from Hans, but it's just not enough.
He's surviving, but for how long? For how long? That's the question. PL does not have a buyback.
Stun, another Glimmer Cape. They don't have detection, or do they? Where are they going to find him?
He's
no,
out.
It does.
He survives.
Zippe now on the way out. Immersion did buy back for this engagement. Hanskin's just doing so much work on these back lines, not dealing the damage, but saving his teammates. The Shivas, however, will help to finish that kill.
Now the question is only what Gambit wants. Do they want to go high ground? Do they want to take Rush? It seems like they're going to take that Aegis down first and Cheese. And off of that, they're going to start pressuring the high ground. That Prophet did survive, though. That's something, but PL died. And he's the one he's the one with important item progression in this game for them.
He's also their real form of sustained damage dealing. You can see the numbers after that team fight. You had both the Wraith King and the Sniper dealing heavy amounts of DPS. With PL dead, it's just the Prophet with his ult active. Once that fades, it's Zippe trying to do the heavy lifting. And sure, I do believe he's got that Radiance up, but
it's not enough. It's definitely not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. Not at all.
And the way that PL died was also very scary. He just disappeared in a matter of seconds. That perfect initiation that you called from Afterlife. Just in the right spot. Gets the Doom off as well. Handskin.
I do believe he's going to die here. And by that, I mean live easily. Immersion on the way out. Alpha Ninja is going to pop Mjolnir on himself and retreat. It takes me a second every once in a while to remember I'm supposed to be talking when fights start.
It's fine. I can take cover every now and then. We see the Dark Willow running in, searching for Frost, but it should be fine. It's a hard kill to get. Right now, at least. The Ice Pad did connect, though.
Yeah, Immersion. He's going to use himself. Will it be enough? The fire.
Yeah,
they get him.
Just
no
the illusions.
buyback.
Just the illusions and the zombies got him. No buyback, but they still do have cheese. They still have Aegis on the side of Gambit. Chassis, however, looks pretty scary after that last fight. Like, he was a hard kill. They need to commit more into killing him if they want to take him out easily, at least. Look at this little beast going for that Aghanim's next. All right. Like, you're going to stay doomed forever as long as he's around.
I don't know if I'm a fan, but
Yeah.
it's never a bad item. You know, it means that anytime you doom somebody by himself, they are certainly going to die.
Wouldn't you rather get like a refresher on him? 2 Shivas, 2 BKBs, 2 Dooms instead of an Aghanim's? I mean,
I could agree.
right,
I think when you go the Shivas, it does make it more effective to go for the refresher later.
yeah, because you have the mana to sustain it as well.
And there's the Shivas soon to be picked up on the DP. You've got a, was that a day? Not a Daedalus on the sniper. What did he just grab?
Skadi.
Oh my god. The thing is though, you are approaching critical mass on the side of Gambit. And the bright spot is soon they won't have any more item slots for their new items.
That usually isn't the brightest spot to call for if you're the enemy team, but it's something at least. Now it's on them to farm. At least Gambit isn't finishing with the items that they've got. So if this game goes for 20 more minutes, you might be on the same level. Who knows?
Just consider it goes back to this concept of itemizing to scale versus itemizing to fight, and when it backfires. Because Gambit, they just, all 3 cores, investing heavily in their early game to ensure that they would scale, and pretty soon we might see them with the top 3 net worth positions on the board. Just very well done. It's just a matter of finding that one fight. If you're TFT, you've had a couple good engagements. You got to get Frost in the back lines.
You can see Frost, he's thinking about getting that Abyssal right now, but probably saves for the buyback first. He's playing versus Aegis. The push is going to come soon. This is the second time, however, that Gambit, they've taken down Rosh and they haven't utilized Aegis whatsoever. That last fight when Sniper died from PL instantly, they lost Aegis 5 seconds earlier. And they weren't really pressuring. They started the fight once Aegis ended. And it was Gambit that started the fight, I mean. Oh.
Oh, wow. They're going to just commit immediately.
Just goes in, uses the Panda and
yeah, Dahak, wow, he just killed Era. Era's just dead, 100-0. Only the tomb coming out. Not even, actually. Immersion's in trouble. He's got no buyback. He will go down, but the Oracle ult was popped onto the Death Prophet, who is doomed, so he's not able to heal himself. He has the ult off, but will it be enough to Hawks to blink back in on him? He's so much. He's just dead.
No buyback whatsoever either. Afo, he's... Okay.
They went on the wrong illusion, but it just doesn't matter. They're going to continue chasing. It looks like FNG is going to have the ice path. It will land on the real illusion. The stop as well. That's going to be a dead PL. He's gone. Alpha Ninja, though. Ooh.
Nah, he's gone too. They ult him.
Oh, poor Zibe. Yeah. He's going to die, but I think you don't mind that, actually. He's actually trying to respawn.
It was running out, too, so that was perfect timing for him to die. Respawns with full HP. Has a slot for Skadi too. The PL does buyback, but how much can he do alone right now?
No split, though.
Yeah. That Prophet also does not have buyback, so 50 seconds without her. Let's see, those illusions, yeah, they do take down the mana of the Hawk at least. But Sniper, he's the one that's important. He's the one from behind, hitting the Raxes. All right. They decide not to push, even though that Prophet is still dead and without ult.
I think they might just be looking to ensure the win. You have a 33,000 gold lead, 44 minutes in. You know you're in a winning position. It's just a matter of having all your ducks in a row before you make that play.
He bought a Moon Shard right there, did he? I saw Moon Shard on Wraith King, yeah. All right, so Wraith King has a Moon Shard too. He's going for that nullifier. Honestly, in my opinion, I think they might have pressured, they could have pressured the Raxes there There's no Panda split. No Dead Prophet ult. Dead Prophet is dead.
I agree, but you're probably only getting one, and one rack just doesn't matter.
And then
this
perhaps
late.
as you retreat, they catch one hero, so probably safer this way around.
You're just so far ahead, really. You're massive. You know that Frost just bought back. It's at a point now. You wait for Doom. He dooms the PL or the
over,
Brew.
yeah.
That'll end the game. It's a tough spot for TFT. They're looking to make something done. They're not out of it yet, of course. Even if they were to lose this game, they would still advance to play in the losers match, either tomorrow or the day after. But obviously, you would like to get that early victory here.
Immersion just playing with fire a little bit once again, but he's gonna get this. Oh. Well, that's it. He timed it right, but didn't really work out very well for him. As he's way too deep. However, there is Jakiro. Oh, well, they are getting baited by the illusions again.
Oh, no.
Doom? Really? All right. They got him. Got the illusion. Now the question is TFT going to capitalize off of this? They're going to chase, but can they fight now that the Doom is gone?
He's got BKB TP. I think he's fine.
He has cheese as well. And now that Prophet
my.
ult has been wasted too, it seems.
Remember we were talking about what the draft of TFT was lacking?
Some catch, some stuns perhaps?
Stuns, man. There's nothing.
They have Abyssal, come on. They itemized. They itemized towards stuns.
They're doing what they can. They have no cheap spells. It's the problem. If you're going to commit for a fight, it's like got to be done like that. Okay, I'm popping my ult. Zibe, go find them. Pop your ult. But they don't have any actual catch. A simple blink stun would be very effective. And my God, that's a butterfly on the sniper. He's 6-slotted, no boots.
Yeah, now it's very hard for PL to even hit him. And he hasn't itemized into MKB or anything like that. He went for that Abyssal. So AFO is going to have a blast just sitting back in the back and hitting them. Frost has been caught this time around, and the stun is there.
I think he's dead. He's going to pop his Manta in the middle of the Macro Pyre. So much damage coming up, but the illusions are actually so tanky. Frost's still okay. Going to walk right into the BKB sniper. Going to doppel to try to keep him alive, but another great Ice Path from FNG. He's dead. Chessie, no ultimate.
Yeah. There's a buyback on the Dead Prophet, but no buyback on the PL, and that should mean game for us right now. As Xib, he is running away, buying some time, but it's really irrelevant. As AFO, he's chasing down. Not Era, but the throne. Ultra kill for him. And goes instantly for the throne, yeah.
What's he buying? Oh, no. Alpha, you're too slow. You gotta be careful. What was he going to buy? Like a Meteor Hammer for style? Chessie in some trouble, but they're just hitting the tier 4s. Ult's getting popped out. I'm so happy they have that talent now so you can actually use your sniper ultimate in fights. Immersion just continuing to chase. Chessie's going to blink in, pop the ultimate. Zibe in here as well, but Afo Ninja already blinking to the back line. Zibe's just going to get crit in the face, and now Afo can easily just smack Chessie. There's no Oracle to save him. There's no heroes alive for TFT. That's a throne. That's a win for Gambit. They'll advance to the winner's match.
Yeah, they just stopped TFT in their tracks. TFT, they tried to do this like snowbally lineup with the Dead Prophet, with the Panda. It does make a lot of sense. Like, you have these two big ultimates that allow you to take these fights and allow PL to just scale well as he's farming somewhere on his own. However, they didn't really... I'm not certain if it was them that called it to use those Dead Prophet ultis in such a defensive way, or the Panda, but at the same time, I think it's Gambit. They're the ones that forced them to use those spells defensively. Gambit just played so well versus that strategy.
I mean, it all starts though with the tier 1 plays, with the Gambit able to stop the power spike of TFT and buy time to the point where, as you said, they have to use these ults early, otherwise they're just going to get rolled. Checking out groups, looking at ahead to tomorrow. Alliance obviously taking Old But Gold. Pango beating Na'Vi. They'll play tomorrow in the winners match. Old But Gold versus Na'Vi will be the loser. It'll be a BO3 with the loser eliminated. Winner obviously advancing. We've all seen GSL before, folks. I shouldn't need to explain the format.
Yeah, here we have Empire and Gambit in the upper bracket. In the lower bracket, Black Hornet game.